Today, we are gonna talking about Toji Fushiguro. He is a recurring character in the Jujutsu Kaisen series. He was a former member of the Zenin family, and the infamous assassin known as the Sorcerer Killer. He was also the father of Megumi Fushiguro and former enemy of Satoru Gojo. While working for the Star religious group, Toji serves as the primary antagonist of the Gojo's past arc. If we talk about his personality, he is a cool-headed, confident man who makes a living using his skills and does not sweat the small stuff. In battle, Toji has a crazed expression, as if he's lost in the thrill of the fight, but he's always maintaining a cool and calculated head and plotting his next move. He married a woman and left her just as quickly. He sold their son to the Zenin family because he believed in young Megumi's potential to be a real sorcerer. Toji completed his final mission for the Time Vessel Association and should have cut and run when faced with a rejuvenated Satoru Gojo. However, Toji chose to try and cut down the most gifted sorcerer in the world. Unfortunately, this pride cost Toji his life. Keeping up with his cold persona, Toji chose not to utter any final words at first. In his last moments, he thought of his ex-wife and their son, so he decided to tell Satoru that Megumi would be sold into the Zenin family in a few years. Granny Ogami's S-Ance technique returned Toji's soul from the dead, turning him into a walking manifestation of carnage. He would attack anything in his path, mostly focused on crushing the strongest opponent available. While endangering his own son, with this outburst of aggression, Toji chose to return to death by committing suicide to protect him. He also did so without ever revealing their connection to each other. Instead, with his final words, Toji expresses that he's glad to hear that Megumi refers to himself as a Fushiguro instead of a Zenin. If we talk about his abilities and powers, while Toji is technically a non-curse user with no innate talent for Jujutsu, he was one of the most elite fighters in the Jujutsu world. With innate physical prowess far superior to all others in his path, Toji contended with the most dangerous and highly ranked Jujutsu practitioners this era had to offer. He defeated special-grade Jujutsu users on 3 separate occasions, one of which was a young Satoru Gojo, who was still considered one of the world's strongest. The other sorcerer who was considered the strongest at the time was the curse manipulator Suguru Gato, who was effortlessly taken down by Toji along with several of his strongest cursed spirits. Toji was only defeated when he pitted his pure physical prowess against the literally infinite power of the awakened limitless technique wielded by Satoru Gojo. Even in the face of this power, Toji was able to create clever ways to combat the abilities of the limitless that were known to the Zenin family. Only the secret hollow purple technique was powerful enough to put down Toji once and for all. When resurrected by Granny Ogami's S-Ance technique, Toji's body was able to overwrite her technique and acted purely on fighting instinct. Toji killed Ogami with a single blow and nearly beat grade sorcerer Takuma Ino to death with his bare hands. He also took on a special grade cursed spirit, Dagon, and single-handedly dominated him. Dagon was a powerful curse that Maki and Kento Nanami and Naobito Zenin could not defeat together. In comparison, Toji made exercising Dagon look effortless, and cementing his own status undeniably on the level of that of a special grade. The Sorcerer Killer is capable of employing a wide variety of weapons in battle. His entire fighting style is based around using weapons to substitute for Jujutsu. He keeps a vast arsenal in his cursed spirit, allowing him to efficiently switch weapons out based on necessity. Toji has used non-cursed tools such as swords to perform a sneak attack, so no cursed energy will be detected. Armed with a normal handgun, he's also an expert marksman with extremely precise aim. When he first confronted Dagon, Toji took Playful Cloud, a weapon that Megumi stated was difficult to use, but Toji used it to its maximum potential. Immense strength. Toji possesses a superhuman degree of physical strength. He was able to easily smash through Dagon's hardest Shikigami. With another cursed tool, he was able to cut through Suguru's toughest curse, and used his bare hands to beat Takuma Ino's face so badly he almost died. Immense speed and reflexes. Toji has been noted to have superhuman speed so much so that his opponents can't read his moves. He could dodge Satoru's cursed technique lapse, blue, completely avoiding the field of attraction before Satoru even realized it. Megumi also stated that Toji was ridiculously fast, even faster than Sukuna with 3 fingers. His reflexes were also quick enough to counter Kuchisake on his scissor blades, which were already so close to him that they cut his flesh when he first noticed them. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.